Okay, are you going to work, computer? All right, hey, it's the 31st, Tuesday, last day of July, and I'm coming back at you because there's so much to share, and if I wait too long, I'll get way behind. So let me try to share a few things. First off, I'm bleary-eyed from playing a good show last night. Last night, RAF, my buddies, my brothers in music and life, we opened for Agent Orange again for the second time here in Omaha. Also with the band FIA from San Antonio, and the Bad Ideas. That's their logo in the circle. They're from Kansas City. It was a killer show. I love playing aggressive music, and I really like Agent Orange. Perry Giordano, the bass player in particular, is just someone I've bonded with. He's a producer as well as a bass player and collector of basses. But it was great to see him. It was like seeing an old friend, and we really don't know each other. But there's just some sort of spirit that we share. I want to also say that I really dug FEA, FIA. They were a Latino band out of Texas. And they had the challenge of playing after RAF. I don't say that with any ego. That is an absolute fact. Bad Ideas from Kansas City played first, then we played. In RAF, we play to destroy. We play to kill, and we know how to do it, and we do. And we did last night. Of course, everybody noticed, and FIA were able to accept the challenge. They came on and kicked much ass. I didn't do any record trading with them because in reality, I just don't listen to that much punk music now. I like to play it. Recently, I did some trading with Battalion of Saints and the Weirdos. But I'll play stuff like the Ton Grisnier that I was showing you the other day. I'll play this stuff more often than I'll play punk. That was awesome. I want to share that with you. I also want to I will do it like this because I received another package from Bob Burnside, and he also ordered World is Burning. Thank you, Bob. I'm glad you like my music, and I appreciate your letters. Bob writes long letters explaining himself, you know, why, which to me is valuable. It's valuable to me, Bob, that you explain to yourself what it is that you get from watching my videos and connecting with me, and sending me your music, because you recognize that what I'm into is not exactly what you do, but you send it to me, and I appreciate that. This is Bob's latest CD, Bob Burnside. Dug a lot of holes and filled up plenty. Now, I've just tried to listen to a little bit of this, mainly out of respect, you know, and also I'm still curious, Bob, who you keep making these CDs. How can you afford to do this? Who's buying this? Where is your audience? What's going on here? Is you have a sustainable audience? I can't find any evidence of it online. Why do you do this? How do you do this? Bob reminds me of Tom Waits. I don't like Tom Waits, okay? But I like Bob as a person. But because of what he's doing, it's not what I like to listen to. You intrigue me, Bob, and I really appreciate you as a fellow artist. There is something interesting going on with Bob and his music and his words. I hope to hear from you, Bob, in a letter, and explain to me, you know, what is your story here? Because you continually put out music, and you're a character. Now, the thing about Tom Waits to me is, Bob, that's probably really you that I hear on there. Tom Waits is a character. I'm not intrigued or entranced by the romantic view of the beautiful loser, which is what I see. That's what I see people valuing about Tom Waits. He's good at what he does, but I'm not interested in it. And I do have an attitude about it, you know, related to my personal life. My uncles were drunks, real drunks like Tom Waits pretends. And I grew up with them, literally living with them for a time as a preteen. And it was traumatic because those guys, I loved them, but they were fucking drunks, drunk veterans. And at the beginning of every month, they would drink their entire check away. And it would be me and their mom, my grandma, to nurse them and clean them, and when they would shit their pants and piss all over everything and try to destroy the house. That's exactly what I hear and see when I hear Tom Waits. So I hope I explained well. I don't give a fuck about the artistry of Tom Waits. I'll tell you one other thing though. If I met Tom Waits, my perspective would probably change. Personal connections make a difference, okay? I'd love to meet Tom Waits, you know? Okay, there's some more music I got. Oh, let me just get this in the C. I'm waiting to get to the Moon Men. I got the Moon Men and some more stuff by Brett Harold Hart. I'm going to do that in a separate video because I really need to listen to it. I love this stuff, but Brett, who I just put a CD, we're going to put a CD out. It's out now as of today online. I'll leave a link. But Brett is intense, you know, and so it's taken me a while to really kind of get a grip on what all he does, you know. And I'm working with him now. I got an album coming out with him. Really happy about that. But Bob also sent me this, the Firemen, the Paul McCartney thing with Youth, originally from the band Killing Joke. Okay. This is the Fireman, Electric Arguments. Thank you, Bob, for sending this to me. It's Paul McCartney with Youth of Bob said that he thought that what Paul McCartney is doing here, what I do reminds him. That's a nice compliment, okay? I've only listened to a little bit of this because Paul is my least favorite Beatle. And the way this starts is that bluesy thing, which I just don't need it, you know. There's just, I know I'm the odd man out, but I swear I've got a point that when I'm dead or in another couple generations, people will catch up to what I'm saying about the blues. I really think that. It may be completely delusional, but I don't think so. I don't think that this is based on my life and my chakras and my instincts talking, not some opinion, okay? So I'm going to get to the Brett Harold Hart stuff, which includes the Moon Men and another some more new solo stuff. It's all sitting here. Yeah, so much stuff here. I'm losing track of it. Okay. Something else came in the mail today that I'm going to default and go to because I didn't expect it. Still don't know who sent this. Someone from London sent this to me. I don't know who it is. Could be James Drummond, I'm not sure, but I received this yesterday and I do want to enthuse about this. I didn't know about it. The Self-Preservation Society. This is a various artists 3-record set out of England of covers curated by a Michael Constantine, who apparently runs a cosmetic business called Lush. And when I saw the word Lush, I was trying to see, how is he associated with the band Lush? Apparently there's no connection. But the other connection here of importance is Simon Hayworth. This is a 3 LP set. Simon Hayworth is one of the people who helped start the Virgin Records label, and he has his own business, Super Audio Mastering, who did this album. This sounds immaculate. it's cut immaculately, but these versions, I'm really surprised. I listened to all 6 sides yesterday. It was such a surprise, but when I put it on, it was so good from the very top. Okay? There are some names on here I recognize, and I bet you that there are many people of repute on here who are just being anonymous making this record. It's so high quality and so good. One of the names that I recognize is Julie Tippett. Another is Mary Watterson on here. I recognize her. Some other people on here are people who are associated with the label that it's on, ECC. Some English folk artists who, these people are good. Jackie Oates, I didn't know about her. She's good. Rosie Doonan and Ben Murray. Shima Mukherjee. The choice of covers is awesome. I'm just chuffed. I'm not English, but I love how the British people, some of you really connect with me because I have been connecting with you all's music and aspects of your culture since I was a little boy. And as I was listening to this before reading the booklet, I recognized most of the songs because I grew up with them. I love the music of England, I do. The Time of the Season, Zombies cover on here is fantastic. Beagle and Amanthia's Thoughts of Emerlis Davjack. God, that's awesome. The cover of Simon and Garfunkel's America, but via the Nice on here. And then this really kills me. Beagle and Amalthea cover Genesis's I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe, and they do it respectfully and well. Someone also does Montana by Frank Zappa on here. It's killer. The other one that kept catching my ear because it was so good was As You Said. I'm listening, and I'm just thinking, that's a Jack Bruce song. That's a Jack Bruce song. And I wasn't placing it. And then I look and say, oh yeah, Cream did it, but it's a Jack Bruce song. Then they do a Sunshine of Your Love after that, which is probably the most throwaway thing on the album. Whoever sent this to me, thank you so much. I recommend this. This is not that old. Oh shit, this is brand new. 2017. What am I saying? This is not old. This is new. 3 LP set, 180 gram vinyl. This was immediately lovable. I immediately love this. Oh, everything about it. Everything about it. It's fitting that I have my Beatles t-shirt on here. Someone from the BC gave this to me. I forget who. People have been so kind over the years. I've been to Europe, but I've not been to England. I don't know, possibly if I went there, it would be a disappointment to actually see the place. But because of growing up with the British invasion, I do have a romantic love affair with the British expression. I do. Their music is my music, even though I'm an American. I love British rock and folk. So you folks over there, and a lot of you folks buy my music. I have a lot of people who spend good money to own my music who live in England. Thank you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to get to these other things. Like I said, Moon Man, I really like what I've heard, but I haven't listened to all of it. I'm a little perplexed here. I know I just had the Brit Harold Hart CDs. There's so much stuff here. I'm losing my mind. I gotta put it all in one pile and keep it there until I listen to everything. Okay, folks. Also, I'm happy to say another thing about last night. See, RAF, we've been around for a long time, and so finally, what I consider sort of the mainstream of Omaha is catching on to the fact that we exist and that we are one of the city's best bands. We really are. I love that our fans are bringing their children to see the band. Last night there was a gaggle of little white boys at the show. I loved it, you know, and I love seeing them out there. They're so young, they can't mosh, so they're out there bopping and stuff, and mom's, you know, right there with them. And then we get off the stage and we get mobbed by the little kids. I love that, you know, and they want my autograph. They want our autograph. That means a lot to me because music hit me when I was their age. And it changes you. It can change you in so many ways, and so many of those ways can be good. I do care about us. That's why I'm not a politician. I was encouraged. Where are those freaking CDs now? I'm perplexed now. I was just looking at Brett Harold sent me another one of his CDs. It's here somewhere. But when I was younger and involved with religion and civil rights, there was a moment that I thought about politics. I was encouraged strongly by many local people to either go into religion or politics. You can't go into politics if you give a damn. You can't be a politician if you actually care, because if you care, you can't be a politician. You can't be effective. Politicians are supposed to make sure that their constituents get what they want. That has nothing to do with caring about the people. I'll be back.